G'day guys, this berlingo sheared a timing belt off. The tensioner was quite loose. The timing belt's quite old. It's this motor, and I'll be honest, I think it's a 1.6. Not exactly sure. Now, you don't have to take the top mount off, but I did. That's bolted through those 3 studs. Through a bolt there and here. As you can see, those other stops work that way. Now, disgraceful. I never marked this car. Okay, now this top mark, which is here, that top mark is correct by the look of it. There's a dowel, there's a hole here to put a dowel into. Okay, now I'm not aware that there is in the bottom, but one of the main reasons I'm making this video is to show you how thin these belts and shitty they really are. And they're just a nightmare on all these Renaults. They don't last more than 70,000 Ks from my experience. The Scenics bend the valves. I've been told this bends valves, so I was going to just put a timing belt on it, but the water pump is really, really noisy and the tensioner was left loose, so it's just getting those things on, and we still don't know if it's bent the valves. I don't think it would have. Okay. The other important note to make is this is quite easy to mislocate. So watch this. Okay, so it's sitting on another dowel. Why have I forgotten the name of that? I've had a mental blank. Okay. Now, that's cut out of the crankshaft, is it? No. Okay, there's a small block sitting in there. Where are we? On top? Okay. I've made that mark, but someone's made that mark. That big white one, and they're correct. So make sure it's sitting up to the seal, see? Because I was mucking around with it just to see, and it deceived me. It's not doing it now, but anyway, it could be in the right conditions without light and whatever, quite easy to misinstall that. So make sure it's clean and going in and out easily like you just saw, because to put the timing belt on it, oh, here's another fucking shoddy video. Okay, to put the timing belt on it, you have to do this. So it's locating nicely now, but it wasn't, and that was a main thing for me as a hazard. Now, okay. There's the bottom mark there. Okay. You should be using a shorter pin here to locate that than this. As you could see previously what I did, or did I make a retake? As I lowered the engine, it began to touch there. Alright, quite easy with the wrong tool to start moving. Now I can't. So if you get a tool in there that you jiggle up and down and the teeth move here by 1 or 2 teeth, no, it's not the right size. This is exactly the right size, what I've got. Okay, so make sure that that's good. Okay, if the belt's not broken, mark it with the top. Normally there's a slit there on the double overhead cams in that. It's not the case here. The rock cover's held on by 2 bolts. The coil packs are held on. As you could see, I've removed the plugs, but I've also I've checked the top dead center. So that mark is correct because I checked it. Okay, I've got top dead center here, which, you know, you lift it up and get it just where it pivots. Or you balance with the cam, balance it on number 4, and have these 2 valves absolutely, you know, free. Okay, as you can see, there's a tappet adjustment here. So hope that helps. But if in doubt, like if you wouldn't have that dowel pin, you would balance it. But I just did it that way, and then you know, made sure that I've still got my sanity. So that's a berlingo. Good, robust engine, much like the Caddy, just doesn't deliver. The vehicle's not like a Caddy, but as in, they're quite trouble-free. Oh, it's a heater hose going feral there. I've had a wave of cars with pink coolant in them, like fluorescently pink Toyota coolant. So that pink coolant, as you can see on that heater valve, causes that sort of calcification sort of process with the acidity. But anyway, hopefully this will go well. If the valves are bent, unfortunately, I'll have to make another video, which I just would not want the valves to be bent. But it kind of reminds me of the old days, you know, of the Datsun, and, you know, that's the engine. That's what they do. Whether it's 5 valve or 4 valve, or, you know, Mercedes and Hyundai, I think, determined 3 valves are best. I think 2 intakes, 1 big exhaust from memory. But pretty straightforward. I'm going to clean this up, reuse that gasket. It's quite nicely done. This is removable for cleaning the baffle, and it's fly-by-wire, but nice and basic European stuff. Anyway, hope it helps. I'd assume it's a I'll tell you what it is. I was going to say 08, so it's a July 07 berlingo. I'm sorry, I don't know the capacity of the engine. It's got to be 1.6.